these studios have been like investing more in content than the staff that they work with, which is really sad.
And the thing that really sucks is that you can see the decline in content in some of these streaming services. Me
Hmm.
personally, I have a huge beef with Netflix because I really
Hmm.
find it so annoying how they have all these amazing shows on their platform and they'll cancel them after like one season. You know, they
Yeah,
have
that's the
this.
meme.
Mm-hmm. There's one show they
Yeah.
had on Netflix. It was called 1899, and it was supposed to be like I think it's like the sci-fi show kind of, and it was out on
Okay.
Netflix for a month, and they canceled it. They're like one season, that's it, it's done.
Wow.
Yeah,
That sucks. Yeah,
yeah.
I also have beef with Netflix. Like there's not a lot of shows that I'm like super invested in. Usually how I start new shows on any streaming platform is that if it's trending on social media, like if people are making memes and talking about it, like on Twitter, for
Mm-hmm.
example, then that's when I'm like, okay, maybe I'm interested now. And then uh when I back when like Stranger Things was like just out, like they only released one season, like it was mostly word of mouth for me. Like people were saying like, "Oh my god, you should watch Stranger Things. It's so good." It's like 80s like vibes with like Goonies and ET like
Mm-hmm.
all meshed into one, and I was like, "Okay, sure, cool." And then it just kept like people started talking about it, and then that it's now like a big phenomenon up to the point where like yeah, we're about to enter the fifth season, and I don't know if you saw the news, Monica, but like uh Netflix released an article saying that they're going to use AI to make
Oh yeah, to
because
de-age the
the to
actors.
de-age actors, yeah, and like a lot of them are well into their 20s, even though
Okay,
they're supposed to act like they're like 15.
that's so stupid because Netflix
That's so
already they
crazy.
already cast like 20-year-olds to play teenagers anyways, so it just fits
Hmm.
in your model. This is
Yeah,
ridiculous.
yeah, it's crazy.
I don't
But yeah, I
understand why you would do that anyways, because isn't it gonna take a
mhm.
year to film the last season? Didn't they say that?
Yeah, they were
Yes.
filming their in the midst of they were writing the final season, and then the strike happened, and then the writer's strike happened, which stopped production,
Mm-hmm.
or like it pushed production later, and then eventually the SAG strike happened, and then now no one's filming it. Now no one's working on it. So
Yeah.
I don't know what am I gonna be like what 35 by the time season 5 comes out? I don't know. I hope not.
It's honestly, I mean, no hate to anybody who likes Stranger Things, but I'm a little bit over it because I did like season one, and I did
Hmm.
enjoy season two. But I knew
Hmm.
after season two I wasn't gonna watch the show anymore because I genuinely find the show scary. Like
Oh, you do?
I do find the show scary, so I can't watch it because like straight up,
Okay.
like it's not for me. It's not my
Okay.
thing, you know. And I know people love it so much, but
Yeah.
I feel like Netflix they expect all of their shows to be like Stranger
Like,
Things. They
yeah,
expect
they expect
every show has to
every
be a
show to be.
hit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which makes it so frustrating because uh one of my friends like he is obsessed with The Witcher, like the
Mm-hmm.
games, and then with the Henry Cavill casting, and then
Yeah.
Netflix the as you can tell this as each season happens with the Henry Cavill Witcher series, the quality is really down. Like each
Mm.
season, like it gets very convoluted, and it gets the CG is like most it's like the season is mostly CG at this point, like
Mm.
with Henry Cavill walking around. But yeah, it's now no one's watching it, and now they recasted him. And like,
Right.
well, Henry say that he quit, or did
Henry
or he just was?
Cavill left The Witcher because he was going to rejoin the DCU. And then they were like, psych, you can't rejoin us. We don't want you back. So then he tried to go back to The Witcher, and they were like, oops, sorry, we already recast you. So then he was SOL. Basically, that's what
Oh,
happened. Yeah,
okay. Well,
I
I heard
know.
the last season with
Liam
Henry Cavill was
Hemsworth?
kind of
Oh,
uh
yeah, Henry Cavill.
the like season 3 of The Witcher right now that just premiered.
Mm-hmm.
It's not good. That's what I heard.
I'm gonna be honest.
But
I just started The Witcher, so I'm trying to keep an open mind about it to see what it looks like because I do like the game as well. I am interested in the book because I haven't watched Henry Cavill in anything, if I'm being honest.
mhm.
So this is going to be my
Yeah,
first exposure to his acting.
okay.
Yeah.
Not even Man of Steel.
No, I didn't. No.
Okay.
No. Let me tell you something. If we're going to be doing DC movies, we have to move away from Superman and Batman. Adventures of
Yeah.
Superman, I do like that show. It is a lot of fun. It's very good. It's on HBO. It's amazing. But
Okay.
I'm not doing the whole like Superman, Batman, Joker origin story for the 12th time. Like, please move on.
I get it. I get it.
Please find someone else. Like, there are literally so many other heroes and villains in the DC EU. We can we can make so many movies out of so many other interesting people, but it's two
Mhm.
white guys at the helm, so they'll do whatever they
Yeah.
want to do.
Yeah.
If you enjoy watching these highlights, subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications so you know when a new video is uploaded. It's fine. And also, I just find it annoying how Netflix they keep canceling these shows and they say it's due to low viewership. And truly, honestly, your platform has so much content on there. And
Hmm.
if you leave
Hmm.
a show on the platform for like just a month and you expect people to just hoard, like run to it, just like straight up, it's annoying.
Yeah. It could also be like a generational attention span thing because like Netflix likes to drop things on Fridays
Mm.
and then by the time like the following Tuesday rolls around, if no one's talking about it, then the show is essentially a flop.
But I
And
find
they,
that to
they keep
be
pumping it out like every
I
Friday.
find the attention span thing to be a cop out because
Yeah.
really, if you really want to watch something and sit through it, you're going to do it. I know there are plenty of
Hmm.
young people that will go through seasons and seasons of TV shows and become
Hmm.
attached to like the characters in the show. But if you just
Hmm.
drop a show on your platform and you don't give it like the right amount of promotion so that people know that
Hmm.
this show exists and then you get upset over low viewership numbers
Hmm.
and then you just cancel it straight out, then you're just first of all, it could be popular with a small audience. So then you're taking
Yeah.
away the small audience's like favorite TV
Yeah.
show and you're not giving it the
Yeah.
chance to grow and have a larger audience as well. Because I know one show, an example for me is Heartstopper. And when Heartstopper was
Oh yeah.
first
That
released, listen, I love that show. And like not a lot
I,
of
I
people
want
watched it.
I want to watch that. I well now that season two is out, like I might want to just like watch all of it.
You listen, it's so good. I love it so much. It's so wholesome. And when the first season came out, like it wasn't that popular. I think it was pretty popular because the comics are pretty popular with the audience that Alice Osman has created online. But when
Hmm.
season 2 came out, it definitely had a bigger audience surrounding it because people watched the
Hmm.
show, they talked about it, they shared it with their friends, and they let
Hmm.
the word spread and more people got attracted to the show and more people got interested in the show and that drew in a bigger audience and then by the time season 2 came around you have that bigger audience waiting for you. It's the same with The Bear. Like The Bear
Yeah.
came out and people loved that show and as season 2 rolls
Hmm.
around and you have Jamie Lee Curtis, you have John Mulaney, you have Sarah Paulson, you got all these big names in one Christmas episode and then you have Olivia
Iconic.
Colman, like
Iconic.
literally icons in this show and that could only happen if you let the show have another season. Season
Hmm.
2 is always the best season of a show. And if you rob a show of being able to level up to its season 2, then you're robbing yourself
Hmm.
because I am sick and tired of seeing seven different iterations of The Ultimatum on Netflix. I hate that show. Every single dating show on Netflix is awful, it's terrible, they don't work, and I refuse to watch them. Because every time I watch these shows, I don't believe, like, I know there's not gonna be a happy ending. I know it's just mess. I know it's just drama. And I know these people are not happy being on these shows. And I don't understand why these shows are still being made. It pisses me off. Like,
For sure.
I tried to watch The
I've never
Ultimatum the other
seen that
night.
show.
Oh my gosh. Joel, let me tell you what
What
The
is
Ultimatum is. Let me tell you
what
about the
is that
show.
show?
The Ultimatum
We're
is a
like
show.
going so off topic.
Just real quick. The Ultimatum is a show with four couples. And they're
Is
there
this
because
reality?
it's a reality show. Yes.
Okay.
And They are there because one person in the relationship has issued an ultimatum. The ultimatum is literally, I want to get married. The other person has an excuse. So you know what they do? They take the four couples, they put them in a hotel room. You are going to spend 2 days pretending to be single and date around with everyone else. And then you're going to repair into new couples. And then when you're in that new couple, you stay in that new relationship, quote unquote, for 3 weeks. That means you meet the person's family, you meet their
Excuse
friends,
me.
you live together, you go to work together, you do couple stuff. Okay?
That's weird.
And then you all meet back up. You go back into your original pairings. You share what you learned. You're with your original pairings for another 3 weeks to let the mess and the drama unfold. And then at the end of the social experiment, because I love to use that word to get away with the BS they're doing, they decide if they're going to marry or move on. And I think that this show should just be canceled. There's no reason why this show has 3 different iterations, but they canceled the bastard son and the devil himself. They canceled 1899. They canceled The Chair. They canceled Anne and E. Like, and with an E. Like, you have canceled all these amazing, phenomenal shows, and yet we're
Mhm.
stuck with mess. We're stuck with BS. We're
Mess
stuck
and
with
like
all the stuff we didn't want.
nothing. Nothing.
Nobody asked for this. Nobody wants
Oh,
this. Why is it here?
yes. Yes.
Okay,
But back to the bear.
so back to the bear. We haven't even started discussing the bear, and I've already
Yes.
just. Okay,
Let's go back to the bear. Let's focus
let's focus
on
in.
this on
Yes,
this on
on
my
on
boy.
one
My boy
topic.
Carmi. My boy Carmi, my girl Sydney.
Okay. For those who don't know what the
uh
bear is, I don't know why you're listening to this episode, but we'll tell you all about it. The bear follows Carmi Brazato, played by Jeremy Allen White, who you guys may know from Shameless, who I know him from Shameless. And it also follows Cindy Adamu, who's played by the amazing, phenomenal, beautiful rising star, who is Ayo Edebiri. We love you, Queen. And Richard,
iconic.
iconic. She has 7 movies out coming out this year.
Yes. And I'm
Yes.
by the time this comes out, like
Bo-
I probably have plans to see Bob.
Bottoms.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's coming out. And then, like, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is already out.
Uh-huh.
She was in Black Mirror, that episode. She's got a lot of
Yeah.
stuff coming. She's ready.
She is getting work.
She said, I paid these bills. All right. Someone's got to keep
She
the lights on. And it's her. And also Theater Camp. Theater Camp is coming out soon.
Oh yeah. I think
Yeah.
that's gonna be on Hulu soon.
I think it's in theaters.
Oh yeah. I think
Like,
it's like theaters for limited release and then it's gonna be on Hulu.
oh, yeah. I know that Theater Camp is going to be one of those movies that's going to be shown in like 3 movie theaters where I live.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to like drive like 15 miles to go see it, but it'll be worth it. Since you're at the end of the video, don't forget to like the video and leave a comment down below. If you want early access to these highlights, join our Patreon. Patrons have access to our entire archive, including full-length videos. Patrons also have the opportunity to choose a topic for our podcast, and they get the opportunity to be a guest. Join now.